These pictures are being beamed throughout South America and the Caribbean, so I think it might be true to say the Scottish Tourist Board won't expect a rush of interest from there, given the evidence of driving rain and a wind that would cut you in two. And all of this because of a certain gentleman whom we'll see in just a moment. Dunfermline, meanwhile, will attempt to hold a slide, which has seen victory elude them in the last 6 matches. The team you see there, with one exception, took a valuable point at Pittodrie last week. And that exception was Ian Ferguson, who missed that game, but returns today. And in the long, hard battle which this league entails, a man of his experience and sense of commitment is invaluable. Dundee have 8 foreigners in the side, including the new 6'6" goalkeeper, Marco Roccati from Italy. Juan Sara, despite being top goal scorer, is dropped to the bench after missing vital chances last week. But this is the man who has stimulated an international TV transmission to his native Argentina. Claudia Canigia, international, prolific goal scorer, controversial on and off the field, bosom pal of Maradona, and now the darling of Tayside. Referee today, chumming up with the mascot, is Mike McCurry. And the referee today is Mike McCurry. Well, I think Dunfermline will be kicking off with this strong wind at the back. It's been swirling around a bit. Dundee have failed to win in their last 3 visits to East End Park, but I think there'll be much more formidable opposition today, given the quality that they've introduced to the side recently, on a day that I think is going to be very tricky for the goalkeepers. Slippy surface, underfoot, and the ball, of course, like that slippery piece of soap. Neatly flicked on, picked up by Chris McGorty. And there's the first test. Well, they took that rather well. That's Marco Roccati going after this. No great pressure on him, by the way. There's Canigia. Didn't seem to jump for that. He'll be marked very closely. The man who was after them there, of course, was Andrea Skella. Tweed. Played back again there by Justin Skinner, and that's a free kick. Well, both of these teams have to watch very carefully the sequence of results they get in this very competitive and tight league. 3 or 4 bad results and you plummet into the relegation area. Here's Canigia. Away he goes. Held that ball very well. There's a run through. Almost picked up. Romano. Just tucked away. There's Canigia. Seemed to get that on his arm as he went for it, quite accidentally. Gavin Ray right in the middle there, opposed to Barry Nicholson, both young Scottish players for whom we hope there is a great future. Thompson wanted the ball played back to him. David Graham's in that far side, former Rangers player, of course. The Dundee supporters behind the goal, they're not happy with that decision, but the corner kick is awarded. There's a player I was talking about, Barry Nicholson. 2 former Rangers, 3 former Rangers players in this side. Just touched away though. Canigia left on his own upfield. No chance of getting that ball played through. Well, despite the rain, I have to say the pitch looks in superb condition. There's Kanigia trying to go after that again, and he almost got it. Ball flipped away, and appealing to the referee, Mike McCurry, for saying that was illegal. He's got a broad smile on his face. Certainly not because of the weather. Grotti again. Got a bit of pace to him, and there was no cover there. Dunfermline still in the attack. That looked a very fragile Dundee defence. And that's a weak ending to that. It looked very promising for Dunfermline. And on that very treacherous surface, the Dundee defenders looked very flat-footed, a little bit unstable. Well, Jimmy Calderwood's come and bloodied in Dutch football, of course. Highly rated over there as a coach. Flag is up as David Graham picks that ball up. Yes, about a couple of yards offside by the time the ball had been played. Artero. I actually thought Dundee played very well when they met Celtic at Celtic Park. His free kick, he gets the protection that time. Artero, nice little move, plenty of space there. It's a little bit too hard though, disappointing ending to that. Barry Smith picked up a very good position. He was under no pressure, and that's really a poor finish. Straight to the goalkeeper. Well, it's a kind of day where you expect defensive lapses and mistakes. Swirling wind. Surface, it's quite treacherous. Pitch is in good nick, but it's very greasy. Nicholson wanted that back again. Just a little bit too obvious with it, through to Kanigia again. Yes, I think he'll get the free kick for that. Going in hard there, Ian Ferguson. So, Dundee fan out up front. Just a bit too obvious as that ball was played forward again. Romano. Moores came after him very hard. Good football by Dunfermline. Excellent ball played through there by Ferguson. Ferguson alive to the possible threat down the right-hand side. Plenty of time there for Ferguson again. Well, Dundee will have to watch Ferguson if he's given as much time as that on the ball, because he can spray the passes about. Ferguson. McGrody, got a bit of pace about him. Just didn't quite get it away. That's good play. There's a run by Artero, there's a bit of space. McGrody tracking back, Kanigia. Just gone a little too far to his left, the ball. He played that ball and then stopped altogether. Done round here. A little bit of space now. Now Graham's spreading away out to the right-hand side and then goes to the left, and ball just taken away from him. Bit of uncertainty about both defences at the moment. Here's McGrotty. Skinner. Well, once again, Ian Ferguson getting time to collect the ball and spray it out. McGrotty. Well enough cleared there, but just a little bit too much power by DeMarchi. Ferguson might not just get it that time. It was a very tight pass. Nicholson didn't like it. Here's Skinner. Try the long one, but it's fairly obvious that was clipped in loosely. I think he meant it for Ferguson initially. Now Skinner again. Well, Dundee in possession. Yes, he'll get the free kick for that as the player manager Ivano Bonetti is brought down. Well, Dundee are nothing if not ambitious, but at the centre of it is that man there bringing talent from all the eights. Ferguson, the linchpin of this. That's a very slank ball played across there. Forced to put it back to Marco Rietenberg. Bonetti gets that accidentally, Ray. Tweet. Smith. DeMarchi. Very tight on this touchline at the moment. Now DeMarchi. Decided to come forward. DeMarchi apologises, and so he should for that pass he attempted to Kanigia. Oh, far too hard on a day like this. The ball has to be played forward very carefully. By the way, behind that goal, for a game like this, in this sort of weather, perhaps you would not have had in the past such a sizable Dundee support. Played by Ferguson again. Throw to Dunfermline. 12 minutes gone, nothing much in the game so far. It's a cagey phase of this match. No penetration by either team. There's an attempt at it. Here's a run forward. Otero. McGrotty goes with him. He's got a great deal of pace. That's a decent ball, and that's just off. Kanigia. Brilliantly placed on the left-hand side of the box. He took it very well, but the goalkeeper had closed down that little gap between himself and the post. Superb move there by Dundee. A lot of flow to it, stretching that Dunfermline defence. There's Bonetti. There's Morocco. Bonetti. Kanigia gets quite accidental corner kick. Didn't really work for that, but it came his way. That was good positioning by him, and a very solid header, by the way. I think that ball might have swept behind initially. Disappointing one by the player manager. should be read and is by Romano and eventually DeMarchi. Caniggia didn't even attempt to go for that. Ray. Bonetti. That should be picked up by the goalkeeper. Tucked away by Tweed, but they're giving the ball away so easily, both sides. That's a superb tackle there by Nemsadze. First time we've really seen him in the game. Yes, and Caniggia is disappointed in the service that they're attempting to give him. Too many of the passes falling short, they're being picked up by the defenders. Ferguson making it look easy at the moment, Ian Ferguson. There is again. With a touch on that, and I think there may have been a push. Good ball by Jason Dare. I think the referee considered an elbow was used there by Moss, David Moss. By Bonetti. Nicholson can't get it away, and Bonetti took the full blast of that. Just what you need in a cold, wet day. Yes, I think he may be bleeding now. He took the really strong clearance. Now watch this, brings tears to the eyes. Oof. Grote. Nemsadze almost picked it up. He's annoyed with himself. Nemsadze is just back in the side. Intelligent player. You can see that Marco Rutenbeek was waiting that to come to his left-hand side. That's a mistake. They're going in, and this! Well, he could have cut the ball back as well. Tremendous pace by Dare. The first really aggressive move in this match by Dunfermline like that. Again, you've got to take these opportunities. It's been a very tight game after 17 minutes, and he certainly missed out on it. Markey. There's Bonetti. Didn't get away with that. Flicked to the ball too soon. Stevie Cropper taking all the time in the world. Opens it out very well. Jason Dare again. Well, he's shown a fancy for getting into the goal, and there was Moss coming forward again. Second time in a couple of minutes they've been able to link up with each other. This time there was no foul committed. He went for it cleanly. A bit of bemusement in there as to how this game is going to end up, because it's very tight at the moment. Very few chances indeed. Bonetti. Crawford. There again. And this Moore's getting ahead to it that he should not have been allowed to get. Caniggia tried to turn around with the player there. I think he might have been fouling, actually, Skerla. Referee waves play on, though. Picked up there again by Scott Thompson. Nobody going for it. Barry Smith again. He's had one good run in this game. Tried to touch that round. McGroarty back. Now Moss. Nice, neat little 1-2 that opens out the play again. Almost came out for Dundee, and free kick is awarded. We've got to watch the discipline, of course, this side. Have had 8 red cards already this season. There's a neat little flick on, almost paid off. Now Msadzi, Bonetti, looking for Caniggia. There's a lot of skid in that ball, difficult to control. Yes, you could see the problem building up for him as the ball came to him, skidding off the grass. Played back there. Yes, late tackle, free kick. As you could see the ball in between the pair of them, and that lunging tackle there by David Graham. Producing the free kick now. Otero. Away he goes again, McGroarty after him. Msadzi looking for a little bit of support. Romano. Ray. Bonetti. Damaki looking for somebody to run up front, and he tried to get to Caniggia again. Far too obvious. Skerla has marked him very closely. Watch that, making mistakes. Bad one by Ian Ferguson. Now Caniggia lays that off extremely well, and a disappointing ending to that. I mean, they get the corner kick out of it, but there had to be just a little more variety to the play, more subtlety to it. There's the Dundee support in there, much bigger than it normally would be. Caniggia tried to play that diagonally. Graham. There's Dare. Come away across to this side now. McGroarty. Like the way he bustles into action, McGroarty. Tempting little ball, but free kick. David Graham again. Well, 2 of them shouting at the team. I hope they're in unison. Nicholson. That slip there. I must say the ball is difficult to control. The passes have to be very precise Very, very wet surface. That was a tight one. Benetti did well with it. Yes, Caniggia does get, he wriggled like a wee eel there to try and get past his opponent. And brought down free kick. Very elusive player, good runs, hidden runs off the ball. So Benetti hovering over this, and Sadzi just beside him, looking into the box. Raya's gone up there. Here's Benetti. Is he going to let fly? Much too direct. Graham virtually on his own, looking for that support at the back by Nicholson. Dare. I'll say Dare's seen a lot of the action so far. We are about 20 minutes away from half-time. Trying to get that ball down to Caniggia again. Yes, this time the free kick against Caniggia. That little Latin shrug of the shoulders of resentment about it isn't going to wash with the referee. Free kick. Well, it was neatly enough taken down by Marcello Marocco, but he gave it away so loosely. Good run by Graham again. They fan out and just a little bit too near the goalkeeper. Well, Moss could hardly stop. International language there. Little gesture with the elbow. Here's Damaki. Straight out of play, I think it'll go. McGrotty helps it on his way. In fact, I think it's heading for Cowdenbeath. Now Damaki been steady enough at the back. Benetti wanted that played back to him. Smith was in the open though. Gets an opportunity to come forward. It was too fast, too obvious. Annoyed with himself, and his final touch has let him down now twice. Coming back there to fight away for it, David Graham. Simply back to the goalkeeper again. Now Ferguson plays it simple and safely. Now what can Dundee make of this? Damaki gets it down. I thought that was a free kick myself as Moss went forward. Stevie Crawford Try to get into it. Very tight. Well, that was a hard one on Caniggia. Bit of an apology there by Andrea Scala after that. But the yellow card is produced. No apologies accepted. Well, not officially anyway. And Caniggia is going off to have a chat with the physio anyway. It's one of these mechanical acceptance of an injury. Has to go off and then come back on again. Let's hope he comes on from the halfway line or he's in trouble. I think we saw the referee gesturing to him to come on. There's a neat little turn and the goalkeeper's there. Crawford, Thompson, did whip it over, but the goalkeeper saw it all the way. Just a little bit of variety in that attack there by Dunfermline. Way by McGrorty, totally misjudged that. I think there might have been a little swirl of the ball in the wind. Caniggia turns away from his marker. Well, the two men hovering around him every time he gets there. That was a very good ball by Benetti. Really tested the Dunfermline defence. Morocco had made a very good run. A bit more adventure like that run by Morocco is badly needed in this game. Caniggia trying to wander around and get away from a marker again. Play to the outside. That'll be a throw to Dunfermline. Trying to get back into this game after a lull. Now play to Dare. Cannot be controlled. Graham put it back. Too many bodies in the way, though. Good linking up. Demsadze couldn't get hold of it. Not the best pass to him, all the same. Now Ferguson. Here's McGrorty. Well, the first 10 minutes we saw McGrorty making very good runs down this left-hand side, but not so much in the last 20 minutes. Is Graham, and I think there's free kick. With the win, this could be interesting. Well, Ian Ferguson can fairly rattle them in. Certainly has done in the past. Now will he choose the direct route? Plays it way to the far side, and Crawford. That's obviously been worked out in the training pitch. Didn't come off for them though. I don't know what the goalkeeper was thinking about there. Certainly embellished that. Just kept in play. Now Smith. Not the best ball to put forward to Kanigia. Tweed didn't get hold of that properly. There's had to be a free kick. Well, Morocco, and all credit to him, is trying to inject a little bit of pace on the far side. He had an excellent run earlier on, and he gets booked for that collision. Well, the game needs a little bit of fire and explosion in it, I have to say. Well, Bonetti is close enough to his players to try to spark some enthusiasm about them. It's a lackluster display by Dundee, I must say. Solidly away. Tweed. Neatly played out there by Nebsadi. Smith. Oh, good running by Romano now. Artero. Well, Dundee had that extra defender in there. Well, a final ball of disappointment again, Msadzi. Well, touchback intelligently enough by Gavin Ray, but nobody just behind him. Here's Moss. Well, the Dunfermline supporters getting a little bit agitated. They want that ball pushed forward a little bit more. It's all very precise and methodical in midfield without actually making much progress. There's a tempting one. Nicholson came up for it. And they do get the corner kick. Now let's see what the big fellas can do about this. Andrea Skella will trot forward. There he is, coming across the picture. Was tried to go in. Now here's the break. Too many players surrounding him there as he tried to get away with that. Artero. Flag was up, but the referee is simply waving play on. Dundee with possession. Msadzi. Does Kanigia try to run around the outside, and the passes from midfield down towards Kanigia simply not coming off at the moment. Seemed to me to be late again, and Kanigia has taken a bit of rough treatment. Well, I suppose if you're in the public eye as much as he is, then you come in for a fair amount of attention. Oh, poor ball to the outside though. Up by Tweed, then Damaki. Here's Otero. Kanigia. Run by Msadzi. That's good control. Played to Smith now. Nicholson hesitated on that. Moss is at the back. Here's Crawford. Lying very deep, Stevie Crawford. Just ran straight into the opponent. I think he ran out of ideas, actually. 7 minutes to halftime, still no scoring. Ball not breaking kindly to Msadzi. Skinner. Now Skeller goes forward. Dare. Now he's put over some useful crosses, deciding to go for it himself. A little bit too obvious by Crawford. Nicely swept across. Tries to get hold of it, but the ball played away down. So we played here by Skinner, then swept over. Well, McGrotty couldn't really make any contact. As Barry Smith, as I said, he said one or two very good runs in the game. It's all about the final ball, though, as this man knows only too well, Jimmy Calderwood. Too much of the play has been in midfield without any great penetration except for that one. Whoa. Well, Justin Skinner waking us all up. And the goalkeeper, Marco Rutenbeek, I think was looking downfield. It simply didn't realize that ball was coming anywhere near him. Kinniger trying to play it wide. That's a better shot. Yes, you could see that Romano decided he was not going to lay it to the side to anybody else. Had to be direct, and he was. Just a bit too hard. Now, Crawford was actually in a very good position. Cluster of players after that. There's Kinniger. Neat little turn, well tackled though. Romano. As Kinniger using his hip there. Now Skinner. He played Namsadze. Romano. Bonetti. Here's Ray trying to turn on it. That'll be a free kick. And that was a sore one. Yes, looking there for Ian Ferguson. No wonder. I think the pace of the player and the mistiming accentuated the clash. he goes. Certainly been very keen to come forward, Morocco. 2 minutes to half time. There's a little touch across, well cleared by McGrorty. Tunisia tracking back after that, but I think the flag was up. Skerla, it's a bad ball by Skerla, tries to recover. Ooh, that was almost touched inside his Smith. Good recovery by Skerla, in fact. Hoisted way too high. Again, another decent move on the right-hand side, lacking the final accurate touch. Tunisia gave up on that poor ball forward. He was going to be easily covered there. Scudder coming away with it. On to Nicholson. Pace has slowed down, virtually to a standstill. By Graham and just poked out there. Stephen Tweed running across very quickly. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, I don't know what they're thinking about this game down Argentina way, but locally, I don't think they really regard it too highly. Maybe a 4 out of 10, if you like to put it that way. There's the man. A lot of people have come to see, and they've got a big television audience for him today. Well, he almost gave us a little lift, taking that ball. Good positioning by him in the penalty area, and a very powerful header, but the goalkeeper did well to make sure there was no gap there and staved it off. Apart from that, very little in this game with the score at half-time. Dunfermline 0, Dundee 0. Frankly, that first 45 minutes was easily forgettable. I think it's now incumbent on these two teams on a cold, wet day to offer up something a more attractive fare. Where that's going to come from, I'm not sure at the moment. The service to Kanigia has been very disappointing. I think he's in the mood to show his audience back home, his television audience back home, that he can really play. He's been one or two little signs of how elusive he can be. That header of his, for example, showed you how he can get away from a marker, but the service has not been good to him. Push forward there by Moss, and that'll be a free kick. Grote, useful again, hooked away by Ray. Bonetti just got his head to it, but not effectively. Jason Dare had a very good first half. Ferguson again, beautiful little chip forward. Jason Dare settles for the corner kick. Touched away. Yes, I don't think he would have been too happy with some of their efforts in the first half. I mean, they worked away very rigorously for him, but without any great invention up front. Cluster of players there. Here's Dare. Yes, free kick that was laid by Tweed. David Graham brought down. Thompson to take it. Romano taking it out. Oh, beautifully cut off there. Skinner getting right out there, had to stretch it, did very well. Just a little bit careless across there. Dundee may pay for it. Crawford, ball swept away from him. And surely wrestled to the ground. The referee just turns away from the complaints about it though. Here's Crawford. That's a beautiful little ball inside. Well, he should have put it in right away. Too many passes in the ball. Crawford can't get it in. Well, I think the manager would be annoyed by that. They set themselves up so well too. But David Moss just refusing to put the ball in. There again. Thompson. And the huge, towering goalkeeper under no pressure with balls like that. Lemsadze. Not very much in this game, the Georgian. He's back in the side. Nice, neat little turn. Now Benetti, Morocco making the run. There's Kanigia. Well, his colleague Ray wasn't alert to that. Good play by Nicholson. Just a bit too much in that pass, and that was late. Yes, Mike McCurry saw that. Certainly going to have a word with McGrorty. Touch right back to the keeper. Once again, very tight in midfield, trying to open it out. Stevie Crawford acknowledged the attempt to set him running forward there. And it should be picked up by McGrorty. Isn't accurate enough coming from the back. Graham. Away by Smith. There's Ferguson. Yes, he did well to get out of that trouble. Oh, a little bit too obvious. So what's that ball played further back? Throw to Dunfermline in any case. Now Nicholson. Well, they certainly should try to get McGrorty more and more into this game. Put a bit of pace to him. Nicholson. Played it wide there. Nicholson can't get away with it. Ray. Backtracking very quickly is Dare. That's a good ball to the far side. Now what can Smith make of this? I think he should have played that ball in immediately. Dunfermline have regrouped, but Benetti comes up. Looked as if he might let fly, and then is shepherded away to the side. Just still with it, and it's almost there. Beautiful little curved chip to the far post, and from the back came Smith. Well, had someone else been in there, the fullback, I think it's the first time he's been in the opponent's penalty area, and that really ought to have been put away. Great play by the Argentine. And all he did was simply stick his head in the way of the ball. No guidance. Well, broke well for Dunfermline that time. Nicholson. Then Satsi just brushed out of the way. Dare. Nicholson. Just a little bit unfortunate. Now Benetti. Oh, easily dealt with though. He was finding it very tight to come down that touchline. Spectacular though it may have been, there was nobody up front. Kanigia had come way back into his own half. No challenge there, easy header. Smith nicking it forward. There's Namsadze. There's it to Kanigia, that's a decent ball. Plays it wide. Ray didn't get hold of it. And now that's twice and again that balls have been driven across the penalty area for Kanigia to pick it up, turn the play, swing it round. This time it was Ray who couldn't properly finish the move. And getting into a little bit of an unnecessary tangle. Unfortunate for Crawford. Got it down well enough that it just turned away from him. Yes, pushing there by Kanigia. Free kick. Got to have a substitution. I think it's Justin Skinner who's going off, and Stephen Hampshire to come on. Justin Skinner going off, and on comes Hampshire.
Being replaced by number 12, Stephen Hampshire.
Offside, yes. A bit slow, the flag on his side, and certainly Morocco applauding the official there for eventually getting the flag up. Bonetti looked as if he might have just a little push. Long and high, can it be controlled? It can indeed. Good play by Graham. Yes, overdid it though. Wasn't the easiest ball to take in that diagonal run. Did everything right until trying to get that little final touch again. Namsadze tried to creep forward. Smith. kept in play. Swept away downfield by David Moss, but there's nobody chasing after that. Here's Smith again. Stabs it forward, but again, too obviously. Easily touched away now, Ferguson. Might have been a little push, but the referee allowed the play to go on. It's a throw. Kinigia. Quite get hold of it. Hampshire, the substitute. Laid off well to Graham. That's good play. Nicholson excellently to McGrotty. And it's off. It's in. Right across to David Moss. And by far the most cohesive move in the game by either side. Dunfermline eventually stringing the passes together, and that wasn't the easiest ball to take, and even that huge 6'6" goalkeeper stretched to the limit. Couldn't keep out Moss's header. And Dunfermline just narrowly deserving their lead now. Much more possession in the second half. And that really was a very good move indeed, as Owen Coyle now prepares to come on. And Benetti going to the sideline, Benetti taking himself off. On Coyle comes on for Dunfermline. And Stephen Milne is on for Benetti. David Graham off, so substitution by either side as Dunfermline take the lead. And really, Dundee will have to knock this ball about more effectively than they've been doing. Tweed away. Morocco. There's Ray. Just gives the ball away, though. That's just out of play. Dunfermline supporters in the background enjoying that move. It really was a superb move by Dunfermline. And all the supply that they've been trying to give to this man up front, Kinigia, has been cut off either by the players at the back or as Ian Ferguson in midfield, as you saw there. Ray. Tweed just got down to that. Milne in a chase for it, but again McGrotty showing a fair ton of pace there. Showing that going forward as well as tracking back. Just too much in that. Well, he may not look it, but I'm sure he's a happier man now, the way his team have started this second half. Crawford. There's Tweed. Back to Ferguson. Played solid at Ian Ferguson again, not surprisingly. Msadzi. That's a better pass. Slack play by Otero, forcing Smith back the way. Here's Demarchi. Yes, I've got to push forward now. Caught out of position to Markey. He was appealing to the referee. There's Tweed, and that's much too hard. Almost 20 minutes of this second half gone. He's taken himself off to have maybe a better look at how the remainder are playing and try to puzzle out as to what to do next. Here's Tweed. Ray almost getting in, but the marking has been very good by Dunfermline. Now Tweed again. Grotti is back, doing good work on that left-hand side defensively. I think the flag's up, offside. Is going to be talked to by the referee. A little explosion of temperament there. Beyond everybody, throw to Dundee. Hard again, Dunfermline. Moving the ball about where there's Coyle. Nicholson came in for it. That's a tempting ball. The goalkeeper doing well, stretching out again. Oh, Dundee are hemmed in at the moment. Away there by Scott Thompson. Now McGroty in an attacking mode this time. Did very well. Can he cut it back? He does. Well covered by Namsadze now. Now here's a counter-attack. They've got to do something now, Dundee. It's 3 against 3. It's away wide. Then there's Wilkie. Free kick. Barry Nicholson measuring it carefully, and I think there might have been a bit of pushing by the goal scorer, David Moss. Not all that happy about it. Taken away there from Hampshire. Now Namsadze tried to open it out again. Smith. Dunfermline getting players back into their own half very quickly. Namsadze. Well, overdoing it. Coyle sending it way wide, but everybody reluctant to chase after that. Barry Nicholson went across and conceding that goal kick. Here's Coyle, plenty time to bring it down now. Hampshire. Jason Deere has been putting in some delightful balls, and once again, David Moss getting up. From the word go, I think he's shown his great strength in the air. Well covered that time. Montero, Morocco to Tweed. Sadzi sending it back. Just so very predictable, and that's a very poor ball by Demarchi. I think Kenigia must be getting extremely frustrated there. He was in the mood to do well today. You could see that immediately, but service has been almost non-existent. Milne treated that well, difficult ball to take. Getting bogged down there, Smith. Kept the ball in well. Otero gives it away though. Just under 20 minutes left of this game, and Dundee making very heavy weather of it. Played to Smith now. I just get the impression that there's some Dundee players not liking the conditions of this game. Cold, wet, well, a miserable day, and they haven't really got into this match. Here's Hampshire. Easily mopped up there, poor ball. Well, that's what I meant about poor service forward. Dare. Nicholson opens it out. Here's Ferguson. Coyle trying to lay it to the side, and he does. Well enough taken from David Moss. I don't think it was hit with any particular venom. Try to place it. Didn't quite come off. There's that longish ball again. More in hope than anything else. Trying to get it done there to this man here, but they can match him for pace, that's for sure. Morocco. Once again, nothing coming of that for Dundee. Offside, I think, against Kenigia. Substitution. Valtero, who's rather fallen away badly in this game, and Beto Carranza on in his place. Touched forward and easily taken there. Rather disconsolate Dundee supporter. Very disappointing performance in many ways, like seeing far too often passes like that going astray. Escanilla picked it up beautifully. Oh, and a bad miss by Ray. Intelligent play by the Argentine. And as the heavens were opening up there, the rain cascading down, he controlled it well down with his chest, and then Ray takes it without any real conviction in that shot. Long and in the chase. Goalkeeper just got rid of that. It was almost intercepted as well. Bit of a bust by Dundee now. Well, that should have been played to the right. Here's Caniggia. Playing it very wide. And notice there were two men coming across to cover him as well. Here's Romano. Nice, neat play, but picked up by Morocco. Romano. Back it goes. There's Carranza. Run forward by Ray, but a poor ball. Controlled well by Crawford. Might have had a little lucky break the ball getting to him. There's it, put through to Coyle. While I thought for a moment that David Walsh was going to let fly himself. Once again, Caniggia appealing to the referee. Well, it gives you an idea of that audience back home, how well he's standing up to the Scottish climate. Oof. Really felt by Morocco there. Tweed wasn't messing about. Well, from time to time you get the impression this is a very dispirited Dundee side, lacking some fight about them. Well, put it down very well. He's overdoing it though. Smith. Too much work in the ball. Did well enough to get it forward, looked threatening, then wasted it. Demsanzi. Here's Ray. Demsanzi took his eye right off it. Looked promising too. Here's Coyle, is lying very deep. Crawford, that's a 50-50 ball and picked up well. Ray to Kanigia. As he gets the referee's decision that time. Free kick. Fouled by Dare. And indeed that was a crucial collision because Kanigia might just have got away. Now Coyle should control it. There goes Crawford. Just played too quickly, and I think that should really have been hit much further ahead. Romano. There. Ferguson. Rain absolutely cascading down now. And Dunfermline once again are in control of this game. The last 5 minutes, Dundee showed some promise, but look at that now. That's what they have to put up with. That's a good ball by Ferguson. Hampshire in pursuit. Did very well to get to it. Crawford up very quickly. And still no sign of Dundee breaking through here for the equaliser. Well, Milne looks useful, he gets in, he's committed. Well, that was a push. Free kick. Dundee getting on with it quickly, haven't much time left, 8 minutes I make it. Here's Ray. Did well to get to the outside, that's a poor ball inside though. Goalkeeper went down very heavily. To get his shoulder more than anything else. That's a miserable looking bench there, isn't it? Suffering this inclement day, and he wants his men just to keep steady and keep alert. Two Benettis together looking as if back home in Italy would be the best place to be at the moment. Yes, throw to Dunfermline. Silly error of judgment that. Crawford. Here's Ferguson. Actually picked up by Dare. Anderson forward, and there's a great effort while on Coyle. I certainly through the years been able to notch great goals, and that was almost another one. Great professional Owen Coyle. Got that out of almost nothing. I'm sure Kanigia at the other end admired that. All very ragged in midfield at the moment with 5 minutes of the game left. Absolutely wasted ball, that one. Well, they've got to keep the concentration. Oh, Dunfermline were lucky that time. Kanigia had slipped. They remained very cool. Ball just going out. Namsadze has been one of the disappointments of this game. I've watched them at the start of the season and much admired the way he could play the game intelligently, but like some of his colleagues, he simply doesn't seem to have had the appetite for this kind of day. Look at the hesitation. Coyle spreads it wide. There's a run forward. It's all about a chase now. Scott Thompson's there. Yes, they're unsure of themselves, don't know how to play this at all. He'll try for the longer one now. Not that it was all that long. Pretty inept clearance. Here's Owen Coyle after this. Beautiful control by Coyle. DeMarchi comes away with it. Smith, Milne. Young lad has done very well. Kanigia. Nice ball across and just touched away. Skella did very well. That's a good move by Dundee. Simply haven't had enough of that from them, though. Here's Romano. Offside in any case. As time is running out and they know it. A little bit of a push there by Crawford, free kick. There will be some stoppage time, but I make it about a couple of minutes left. Namsadze is lying deep. There he is again. Ray. Good move by Dundee again, Morocco. Well, I think that speaks for itself. Very poor control. Sliding away, Crawford. Well, I think Tweed felt he was being impeded, but the assistant referee was right on top of that. They all missed it. They're all thinking of that nice hot bath to get into, and I can hardly blame them. Rakati desperate to get on with it. Once again, they pick the ball up in midfield, Dunfermline. They've done that so often. Dundee with possession and giving the ball away. Tweed. Oh, the referee rightly waving play on. It was Crawford's own fault. Well, that's given away. Ferguson tried to go in after it. There's Ray, nowhere near the ball though. Ball's out of play and we're into stoppage time. Once again, a wasted ball forward. Smith. There's Kanigia. Msadzi. Too many Dunfermline defenders in there, just all a bit too neat. Nice little bank healer. Smith. It's got to be effective, and it is not. Now, Dunfermline simply need to keep possession. That's all they need to do. However, Coyle is away. Nicholson is buzzed forward. He tries a little chip. Oh, it's just passed. Wonderful effort by Nicholson. An intelligent move initially by Coyle, stabbed forward and in that little chip, agonizing their way from that right-hand post. Msadzi being blocked, I think, yes, free kick. Well into stoppage time, and Dundee pushing everybody forward. Now Msadzi. Still there, little chip in. Demarchi had come forward. And the final whistle goes. Deservedly, Dunfermline getting there. Only one goal in it. There's the man who scored it. David Moss. He has had a strong, punishing game. Always dangerous in his runs, always good in the air. As Kanigia comes off, disappointment for him. I don't think many people watching back home will feel that the standard is all that great, and that he certainly was deprived of the oxygen that can make him a great player. He just simply did not get anything coming through to him effectively. That goal by Moss, good intelligent move by Dunfermline. There were moments in the game when they suggested they had more in them than Dundee, and that certainly was the occasion as that ball went into the back of the net. But in many ways a disappointing game. The final score, Dunfermline 1, Dundee 0.